Good morning, and today's my wedding vow renewal day. Vow, not vow. And here we are at Cockliffe House. I've been here 3 years. It's changed a lot in 3 years. It's changed a lot since the last time I did one of these videos. So here's the entrance. Now this was all shrubs and basically crappy shrubs and weeds all the way around. This was all boring shrubs as well. And on this side I've put in lots of daisies, leucanthemums, syrinchiums, Michaelmas daisies, fuchsias, and although even at the moment it's not looking at its 100% best, it's all a work in progress. It's getting there. It's going to be about another month because the seasons are quite behind. Same on this side. I've put wallflowers in, cordylines in, lots of different ornamental grasses and that. And again, lots of work over the time. Obviously there's that long edge. I love that edge, love it to bits. Daisy's over there, as you can see. There's the work van there. That's where we're stopping, in that little lodgy place there. I actually had a good sleep last night, to be fair. Well, they were both knackered. It was 11:30. I've put a new bed in over there with daisies in, so we'll go for a walk round. And yeah, so yeah, 3 years of being here. And the difference, it's all in place now. It just needs to grow and flower. We're still early, like I say, we're early in the season. You might think July is not early in the season, but it is for a lot of these plants. And there you go, farmer's field there with the maize in. That will be about 10 to 13 foot high because they put lovely compost on their field. So yeah, lots of growth. It's going to fill in, and it's going to be like a tropical oasis with colour. Obviously the lawn that was mowed yesterday. It is a car park lawn, used as a car park. I've been spot on my forehead. It is used as a car park, so it does lose a bit of its greenery now and again, but it does come back. I've got a lot of it back actually because it did go a bit rough. There we go, more daisies. And yeah, the same here. Put loads of pots in here with euchras in. It just gives a bit of colour and a bit of that. On that line over there, I've put fuchsias in with flowers in front. They're going to all sprout into existence at some stage. And then as we walk round here, there was nothing here when I first came apart from weeds and gravel on the other side. And again here we've got Rebecca's, verbena, basil, leucanthemums down there, and yeah. And that's the seating area in between the bar, which is this side, and the wedding room, which is that side. My focus is on the outside, to be fair. So yeah, just means I have trousers on that are falling down. Some of these blooming phones and wallets in your pocket and car keys. So you've got the topiary balls here that I have to trim whenever. And again, here's the main car park. As you can see, little blue car over there. It's my Heap. We'll call it the Heap because it is a Heap. Yeah. Don't ever get mechanics to put exhaust on. The easiest thing to put on a car, and they knackered it up. Yep, sounds like a tank. Yeah, passed its MOT, funnily enough, even though they cocked up putting the MOT on. So this area here was a patio. Took it out. It's now got polyanthus and wallflowers in. This is not the time of the year because they've already gone over, but that's one of the little jobs I've done on this bed. Brought all the shrubs down so you can see the wall, but planted in here, and they're only just starting to get a grip now. Dahlias, so you can see the colour. There we go. They're all dahlias in there, and later in the year they will give a lot of colour. The front of the building, and again there's verbenas, lavenders, all flowering, all what I put in. So here's where the real work starts, because now this area here, where this grass lawn is here, that was all grass up to about chest height with brambles in. It was a swine as well. So one of the jobs was to get rid of that. Trees, one tree was chopped down because it was dead. 2 tree stumps took out. Flower beds gone in there, dahlias, Christmas tree, rhododendrons, and camellias. I forgot what they were then. And around the edge here, lots of syringiums, and again that border right on the edge, that and Rebecca's, sedum's gone in. That area was again just brambles. This area, all what you can see here, you've got the cesspit in the middle. We are in the countryside. This was all brambles and weeds, and they used to hate it coming to look after this. I put carpet down, put chip-ins down there, and I've actually got fuchsias, forsythias, and pumpkins, loads and loads of pumpkins growing. So that will be amazing for this year, you know. Here, lovely sea of miscanthus, which is like a pampas grass, verbena, daisies, delphiniums there, and it's actually come quite nice, and it's white at the right time. A lot of chuffing deadheading though, Jesus me. When it comes to it, I'm not going to like it. And I've got to be careful because there is like grasses in the middle. Same here. Now we're in drought conditions, and we will be in drought conditions, so I've put syringiums in the back. That stops the kids running through, well, hopefully. But what it also does, you can blow the leaves in. The leaves rot down, so that's good for the soil, because soil needs, this soil around here is really sandy and it needs a bit of substance. Daisies at the front, dahlias there. You can see, yeah, dahlias. There's penstemons, shrubs at the back that I've put in, and the lawn's looking not too bad either. Ignore those couple of black lumps on the lawn. That's where the rabbits have been digging up the lawn. I put some soil down yesterday, and for some reason the soil was not dried up quick enough and disappeared, as it were. Verbenas again here. I should have just left the holes. That edge was about 15 foot high when I first come, and about 15 foot wide. Chopped it back. First year the boss was saying, "Is that going to grow back?" I says, yeah, and it did. It's grown back lovely. So, and again here, more dahlias through the centre, on the edges rather, all the way up to there. And as you can see, for today only, and only today, the Wraggys Beer Festival is in town. And but I wanted to do this while the weather's on our side. Wind's getting up. I really don't want the rain to come, but there's not much I can do about it regardless. So the Wraggys Beer Festival there. The beers are coming. Well, when I get into the fridge, because for some reason there's a lock on the fridge. Never ever come across a lock on the outdoor fridge. Don't know what that's about, but and nobody's answering the old. Nope, no one's answering. Don't think they trust me. But yeah, so we're into the project area now, and like I said, all that in the background was brambles, weeds. Oh, it was awful, to be fair. Now this area, when I first came, this area was grass up to here and brambles all the way around the edge. That was just an absolute sodden mess. There were no flower beds. None of these flower beds or anything was in here. The bricks, rammel, it just been left for donkey's years. But as you can see, a lovely dahlia border going all the way around. There's a cherry laurel hedge also to stop people walking on there, to be fair. I mean, the dahlias are looking superb. And as you look in here, you've got the hydrangeas, which love water. Brilliant for cesspit. So this is a cesspit drain off area. It's not a pretty area, but the eucharas and the hydrangeas together hide what's there, suck up all the water and grow really well. So as you can see, lots and lots of dahlias. Not as many dahlias as last year, funnily enough, because last year's winter, those severe frost nobbled things. And again here, I had to push the tree line back, lift it up and reclaim all of this, and actually put a bed in and edge off the lawns. And even though it's not looking at its best because it's under a tree canopy, but there are Montbretia, there's lemon balm, there's Michaelmas daisies, Rebecca's, foxgloves, and an apple tree that I chopped down last year and redoing it. And then again here you've got this area, and again lots and lots of daisies and stuff, and needs a weed, mind you. It's but there's lots of seedlings there. So you can see this is just one of my jobs, just one. So here, and again another dahlia border all the way along. There we go. Lots of dahlias, lots of deadheading. Lovely verbena bed, verbena bonariensis, with and the amount of seedlings coming at the bottom. Basically, I won't ever have to touch this bed again, bar pulling the odd weed out. And you see how high it is, because it's a lot taller than what I am, which isn't a hard thing. And here you've got echinaceas, so just the pinks there you go. They in future will get bigger and bigger. So now we're leaving the project, what we call the project lawn, and as you can see, it's come on from years ago. It's unrecognisable. So now we're into the kitchen garden. And again, this was just a dumping ground, to be fair. Weeded up to eye heaven, dumping ground. And on this bed here now, we've got potatoes, we've got Swiss chard, we've got rhubarb around the corner, and we've got pumpkins and stuff. Same on this bed here. Tomatoes, my eyes shocking still, isn't it? What the hell? Tomatoes, pumpkins, and that there. Same on this bed, tomatoes, pumpkins, potatoes, spinach. This is the herb bed. So you've got mint, lemon balm, chives, thyme. Time's of the essence. This bed, spinach, lots and lots of leeks. This bed, potatoes, spinach, oh god, pumpkins, globe artichokes. So I won't show you the workout, the back of house, because that's not really needed. But this bed here, boar beans and whatnot. And then we go into the rest of the garden. All this was reclaimed wood from basically from Wixers. And there's beds here with spinach in and all that. Beds over there with strawberries and compost areas, and basically where I keep all my pots and stuff. An area for cuttings that I've put into pots. Again, another bed with pumpkins in, rhubarb, yellow raspberries, red raspberries there. Lots and lots of beds. Alpine, oh my god, my arm's killing me. There you go. Alpine strawberries there. Some tomato beds that have got to be sorted out. Obviously the market, inside the market, it's got weeds in there as well at the moment, but there's literally thousands of plants for the next load of project. And on this was a weedy bank. All of this was a weedy bank, all of this. And now we've got a mixture of forsythias across the top. That's going to give, in years to come, a wall of yellow in the spring, but also stop being able to see over into the farmer's yard. But there's also strawberries and pumpkins, butternut, up there, all growing. And as you can see at the bottom, how it's starting to kick in. literally we're only in the second week of July. Within literally a few weeks, all this bank will just be full of produce. And that is the walk round Cockliffe. 3 years in the making, literally 3 years in the making. There's lots more to do. There's always lots more to do. It's gardening. If you don't keep on top of gardening, keep pushing. But where there's a space, it's a place for a new bed. So it all stops the weeds coming through. I mean, I've chipped it all before, but the chippings do disappear after a while. But yeah, that's my project. That's why we're getting the renewing our wedding vows here. And hopefully it's going to be an amazing day when I get the gazebo up. Cheers all.